Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guy.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, 74 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense. Absolutely,
because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Wilson going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you need?
Garoppolo on first down. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the 17, Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Bobby Wagner able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. Now he's forced out left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here we go. 56. Mike. Right there. 56.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. A throw over the middle, taken in. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
380.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That is caught inside the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Wilson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. D Ford, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Alert.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Rush in. Check.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 51 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
What? 380. 56 is the mic. Put up a signal. Mike 56. Mike 56. Left hand. It's just me. Alert.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Seahawks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
14.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Wilson now just one misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Wilson will throw again. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep it. Go. 54.
Again, Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 31 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it's Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. He don't know no better. Run left, run tight.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
56, Mike, 56. I got it. Go.
On 1st down, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check, 56.
To throw again is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the 1st quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Kill. 56 to Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
56. Mike's 56. You ain't got nothing. Gun.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
56. Mike, 56.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 0-0 side.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one a back-breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the gun, a give to Penny. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative.
Oh, he tried to pitch it and the ball's loose. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here we go. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
show them skills.